My glutes are on fire. Burning, burning, burning. Hey, welcome back. And I'm super excited for today because it's the best day ever. We get to isolate the glutes and the hamstrings. And if one of your goals is to have a pop-in glute ham tie, where the glute meets the hamstring area, then hamstrings have to be very important to you as well. Glute ham tie. Don't just isolate the glutes, but also can you please comment and let me know what you guys want to see next, because there's only certain muscle groups I work per week. So let me know if you want to see day in the life, food, holistic nutrition, specific muscle groups, or specific movements. And then we will just go from there. Let's go train. FST7. FST7 prone hamstring curl, and I'm gonna get into a pretty weird position so that I can isolate the hammies. On FST7, obviously you have 7 sets. So I'm not gonna go super, super heavy, but I am going to really fight for that isolation, and I want my hamstrings to feel like they're gonna cramp. On a prone hamstring curl, I wanna make sure that I am in full hip extension because that helps me isolate my hamstrings. So this machine here helps me get into that position because of the way that it's arched. And notice how I resist against the weight on the way down. So that means I'm creating my own tension. I'm not just gonna like let the machine flop down. So we got a 30-second rest that is timed because I'm doing FST7. So whether I'm burning still or not, right on that 30-second mark, I'm back on it. I'm gonna go up a little bit because I was pretty light. At the top here, I'm gonna fight for that connection and then I'll release. There's a specific feeling I wanna feel. And I'm not going to settle for less. All 7 sets completed and no sets were felt in my back. Long journey over to the next one. Okay. Freaking love this movement for glutes. Since I have somehow taught my body how to be glute dominant, I can go pretty heavy on this movement. But if you're not there yet, then don't go heavy on this movement and really focus on the glutes and isolating them. It is a squat, so the body might want to bias the quads, but we want the glutes. Fight for the glutes. First up, you want a light band. Light. So you're gonna put this around the knees, and this acts as a physical cue to remind your body to drive your knees out into the band. And this is also going to engage more upper glute, so that's always a plus. This machine is called a power squat, V squat. So this is my warm-up set, and my form is kind of interesting because I am going to have some internal rotation of my feet, but my knees are gonna be externally rotating. Why? This gives me more access to my full glute rather than just the glute max. I'm hitting the glute med as well. My feet are gonna be slightly internally rotated, which is kind of funky, but the knees are gonna be driving out. I'm gonna be sending my hips back and down as far as possible. You'll see. This is my warm-up set. So on this, and if you're on the reverse hack or anything, your upper body is still involved. So you want to roll the shoulders back, get the lats engaged, So to further engage the lats and my core and everything, I want to actively drive my hands down and pinch my elbows towards my hips so that I'm strong and safe. Then I'm gonna come to the back of the platform here. Gonna point my toes in and then send my butt back. Drive my knees out on the way up. Scoop method. I'm gonna keep tension in my big toe just as much as in my heel. Woo! Good news. That felt light. So the second part of the good news is that was all glutes. You gotta fight for the connection. Again, I've said this before, I bet, but if you're not feeling where you wanna feel it, change your stance up and do something else until you feel it. Because you wanna feel it in the right spot. My goal today is to hit 4 plates, all glutes. Oh yeah, baby. Lightweight. My PR on a hack squat, like quad bias, is like 6 plates. 6 plates each side. But I was peak bulk, 163 pounds. Right now I'm 128. I'm gonna resty, little rest period. This like machine, this movement pumps my glutes more than any sort of hip thrust, any sort of glute variation that is biasing the shortened contraction. This I feel both lengthened, like I'm at the height of tension in the lengthened position, so the stretched position. So at the bottom, my glutes are fully stretched. On a hip thrust, for instance, the peak contraction is all the way at the top. It's in the shortened position. So there is literature that states like lengthened position contraction is gives you more growth. So I agree, I concur on this specific movement. I just feel it crazy in my glutes. So, highly recommend. The girls are ready. Her and her. 3 plates. 2 plates felt like a cakewalk. So, let's go. Yeah, we're def hitting 4 plates. Take a breaky. Can't believe it, we're almost approaching 5 weeks out and I still feel really good. There is something to say about starting prep from a leaner physique. It's been such a good, I still have quite a bit of cardio, about an hour a day. I split that. I do 40 minutes fasted, 20 minutes nighttime right now. It's all Stairmaster. But food is higher than I've ever had in a prep because I've always started in a not lean physique. So anyway, I actually feel good. So I'm able to hit 4 plates right now, take about a minute and a half rest, and really push while I have higher food. I'm seeing my coach, I'm meeting my coach in person for the first time at Olympia this weekend. So we're gonna do an in-person check-in and I'm sure, you know, he'll have something for me. Food's going down or whatever. Shout out Team Ludacris, he's the best. Bestest. All right, 4 plates, let's get it. But first, yep. My glutes are on fire. Burning. Ah! I gotta walk it off. Oh man, this gets your butt cheeks good. Glute ham tie specifically. So we have a mechanical drop set of sorts. You're gonna do 12 to 15. I mostly stick to 12 because at 12 I'm like, whoa. You wanna be like two or three reps in reserve to failure, okay? With 2 reps in reserve, and then you're gonna go down to a bottom rep. I haven't seen other people do bottom reps, and I don't know if this is what other people call them. This is what I call them. It is achieving a posterior pelvic tilt with scoop method as low as possible. And it's a very small range of motion. Then you're gonna get 2 reps in reserve till failure, and then go up to top reps. So the top portion of a hip thrust full scoop method, boom, 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 12, 12, 12. And your butt should feel like it's at least as big as your car. So I'm gonna go up and wait. Dude. Crazy. I like the shape. This is wellness. Set pissed me off. So now we have a pit shark RDL. Doesn't matter what apparatus you use. Doesn't matter what kind of machine you use for an RDL. Right now, like your body doesn't know like, oh, she's using the pit shark. So just use whatever works best for you. I'm using Pit Shark right now because it allows me to stay stable and lean back, which I really like. You can also do that on the Smith machine, but my Smith machine here doesn't allow enough range of motion for me. So notice the flow of the workout. We started, okay, the prone hamstring curl, that was like my warm up, okay? But we started our heavy variations with a lengthening, focusing on the glutes in the lengthened position. Then we went to a shortened contraction, and now we're heading back into a lengthened position. So I like that flow, and especially if you're hitting supersets, I love to do that. So if I'm hitting a superset, it's going to be one movement that is focused on the shortened position or shortened contraction, and then the next movement without any rest is the lengthened contraction. So anyway. So an RDL the movement starts at the standing position. So I'm gonna safely bring this up into my starting position. High central. My butt feels huge. Oh yeah. My adductors grew. Usually, the glute ham ties don't come out to say hey until like 4 weeks out, 3 weeks out. But they're poking. They're wanting to know what's up. They're out for business. Hanging out. Okay, so I'm getting stronger at these because, or it's just a good day, because last week, this weight, I was starting to feel it in my back, so I had to go down in weight. This week, that weight felt like I could go up. So, that actually makes sense because last week I was on my menstrual cycle and this week I'm in my follicular phase. We'll go to butt press now because the machine's thick, and booty press. When I program this movement for ladies, they're like, so awkward, I'm not doing this. This makes me feel cringe in the gym. The first thing I want you to ask yourself is, why are you letting the opinion of other people get in the way of your gains? Why? Because this movement is top tier for them cheeks. So ask yourself that. And then second, get a little thingy to cover your butt, and then eyes up so you can keep a lookout. I'll show you. So you're gonna bring your butt or your legs all the way to the bar. Come here, rotate, then you're driving up with your heels. So my chest is up, I get to keep a lookout, and then I'm slowly going down. At the top, I am driving my heels into the bar as hard as possible, and then I'm controlling all the way down. So notice that this contraction is biased in the shortened position at the top there, but you're also controlling all the way down. Hungry. All right, ow. Hamstring superset. If you notice, most of my sets are straight sets because like we talked about, I have good energy right now and I want to utilize that and lift as heavy as possible. So I believe that straight sets are the way to do that, but I do like a good hamstring superset. So we're doing a seated hamstring curl. We have 12 reps, 12 pulses, and all of the women that work with me know I love those pulses, those half reps, like pushing till failure. It makes your hamstring feel like it's going to cramp because the time under tension is just nuts, and we love it. And then we're gonna go straight into a adduction. So working on the adductors. So I'm actively driving my quads into the pad up here and pointing my toes down and resisting against the weight. Remember that momentum is illegal, and if you use it, you're arrested. Also, I'm in my posterior tilt, so right here, I'm gonna rotate, get that posterior tilt, makes it so much harder. So again, rep. Okay, I might get out of it, and then I'm into it again. And I'm actively pushing my arms so that I'm more locked in, more stable. Those pulses, dude. Man, going over here for some adduction. Not cute. Okay, I'm actually driving my heels down into the pads. What I mean about like resisting against the weight, I could easily just like let this flop open, but I'm not going to let that happen. I'm resisting. That's the best way I can explain it. Whoa. I have one more set and I'm pretty pissed about it. Not cool. Not cool. Right here. Last movement. And I'm gonna try to hit back to back to back with pretty much no rest. It's upper glutes, and it's also kind of like a mechanical drop set on the abduction machine, the abduction machine. So I'm gonna grab this band, and then I'm gonna wrap the band around my body. So I'm gonna sit all the way back, drive my feet into the pegs there, crisscross my arms, abduct, sit forward, all the way back. So your gluteus medius, your upper glutes, is a prime stabilizer in your body. So right now, my upper glutes are stabilizing this, the abduction out, and then I'm moving throughout that, and then I'll rep it out. I'm actively driving my heels into the bottom there. Nothing new here. Okay, rep it out. glutes. I don't want to see any momentum. 5. Driving your feet still. Okay, that was all my reps, but I want to show you what I don't want to see. What's that? Stop doing that. Okay, we're going up. I'm gonna go right back into it. My butt's on fire. Sit backs. Ow. You know how bad I wanted to stop? But your upper glutes build that shelf, you know, when it's, when you're standing from the side and you can write period and the P is your butt. That's what builds, that's how you build the shelf. The period is your upper butt. So can't stop, won't stop. Let's go up. Last set of the day. Last set, best set. Glute and hamstring day is definitely my favorite, but it is hard. It is hard work because you have to be just so focused and whatnot. But I have some homework for you guys, especially when you're hitting glutes and hamstrings, because that's my favorite, but like whatever your favorite muscle is, honestly, try to do this throughout the board. But imagery, visualization. So when I am hitting glutes and hamstrings, I am literally visualizing Mrs. Olympia, Mrs. Franciel Matos. I hope I say that right. I'm visualizing her butt because I want her butt. Her butt is amazing, is the butt, you know? So if you gotta go like look at her Instagram before your training session, visualize the way it's structured, like everything about her butt, visualize it when you're training. It's not weird. And you're gonna use imagery to drive your training sessions and really focus on your muscle groups that you're training. Even look at like your gains. So how your glutes have changed shape and gotten bigger throughout the years of your training, whatever. That's your homework. So next time, if you hit this workout, go to Franciel's Instagram, look at her butt and imagine it. Use imagery while you're training throughout your training session. So that was glutes and hamstrings. Again, comment below what you want to see next. And I hope you really enjoyed this workout. I definitely died in the best way possible, and I'll see you guys next time.